Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the Musical Connections podcast. This is the show where we connect the music of Newfoundland and Labrador with the world. Félicitations. I can't speak French, but I do know two people that can. They just released their second studio album, We Buy, and it's got great songs such as covers of the Rattling Bog, the Northern Lights of Labrador, and a very rare song they got from the Mun archives. Joining me right now to talk all about that are the people that make up Port-Aux-Poutines, Jenna Maloney, and Axel Belgrade. Guys, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations again on this album here, We Buy. Great work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I see you got a little friend here. Is this Curtis by chance?
This is Curtis. This is the third member of Port-Aux-Poutines.
Well, I think you officially got your mascot here.
Yes.
That's right.
Now, this is your second album you guys have put out. Now, I first played you guys in 2023 when you put out your self-titled debut album. Or was it called Terra Nova?
It was self-titled. Yeah.
Now, this is the second album. It's called We Buy. How excited are you to have this brand new record out?
I am thrilled. We've worked super hard on this. This is showcasing us in a different way, I think. We have a lot more variety on this album, and I am just super excited to be sharing this with the world.
And what about you, Axel? How do you feel now that this is out?
I mean, it's the same way we spent, 15 months working on this?
A bit
15
longer than
months?
last time.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Well, we were planning to release it back in the fall of last year. But I mean, we've got so busy with so many things that it just got pushed and over and over again. But I'm glad that we took the time to get something that we were very proud of. So
Yes, and you took your sweet time with this, and both of you guys work for the Francophone Federation. So I guess that caught up with the
Yeah.
work that pushed this album to its release today.
that's right. But we also produced the album ourselves. So all the work that's on the album, that's all from us. Yeah.
Now, we have the Folk Festival poster right over there, which you guys played last year. And you guys formed at the Folk Festival Francophone stage. Now, Axel, I'm going to go to you for this because, again, we've had these conversations before. You're not originally from this province. You're from Quebec. But you bring a whole new taste to our folk scene that really needs the kind of modern shake up that really can send it to that next level. How did this whole Port-Aux-Poutines thing start?
Well, it like you said, it started at Folkfest back in 2022, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct. That's what it says
2022.
on our logo.
Yeah, that's right. And so, it was mostly just an opportunity that we had to play at the partner stage for the Francophone space. And so we decided to play as a duo. It wasn't Port-Aux-Poutines back then, it was just Jenna and Axel. And so we decided to do a little set of songs that were a bit of the history of Francophone music around Canada. And for me, who comes originally from Quebec, I've discovered that the folk music in Newfoundland is very similar to the one that we have in Quebec and in Newfoundland. It's very got the same roots, it's got the same jigs, the same reels, it's got the same same origins, like the Irish influence that comes into the traditional music. And so I wanted to highlight that through our original songs.
Wonderful. Now, Jenna, I've known you for quite a bit of time. I've heard about you through you play with Conway for quite a bit of time, and you've also released your own music. So this is really like a whole new project for you, and you've been at this now for about 3 or so years. So how did you and Axel meet?
We met at a kitchen party a few years back. At the time, Axel did not know I spoke French. This was a very much by chance thing. I mean, your old roommate at the time was another musician that I knew. We were doing a live stream, so I went over to play for them. And, through that, we kind of discovered that we both really had a love for traditional music, for the French language, for Francophone music. So that's kind of what brought us together and allowed us to create this project.
Yeah, and that's one thing I didn't really know about you when I first, I think I saw you on the Broadside one night where you're doing French music. That blew me away, and you're really good at French. So what drew you to Francophone music?
That's actually a really good question. It all kind of timed super well because I've been making music since I was super young. I had the chance to perform a couple of times on the Francophone stage at Folkfest by myself when I was really young. But mostly, like you said, I was a bassist for a very long time with Conway. I did a little bit of solo stuff all through my teenage years. But then I went to music school, and I called it quits after a couple of years. I really wasn't enjoying it, and it gave me a lot of stage fright. So I had completely given up music and I decided to pursue French in university. It was a whim decision. It was something that was super influenced by my parents, but I was super lucky because I fell in love with the language. And now I'm doing what I love. I'm working in the Francophone community. I get to spend, 99% of every day living my life in French. And so that all kind of timed super well with when I met Axel. So not only was I dealing with stage fright, but I was also having this identity crisis of like what I wanted to do. So having that path before me with the French language just in university, having him to support me through everything that I was going through, the French language and playing in French gave me my voice back, and I was able to get back on stage and have fun with it.
Yeah, and I'm very happy that you found this new project where you can really express yourself and really be yourself on stage. I don't see you regret going back to university to take French now.
I don't regret it at all.
Probably one of the best decisions you ever made.
1,000,000% it is.
Now, of course, when you your earlier question, you said when you moved here to Newfoundland and Labrador, you were really blown away by all the Irish connections that our province had with its music, and that's really what you wanted to incorporate into this sound that you and Jenna have made together. Any particular influences that you guys really listen to when it comes to creating the sound of Port-Aux-Poutines?
It comes down to when you look at the bands, like some of the big artists from Newfoundland, some of the big artists in trad music in Quebec, they share very similar sound. So you take a look at Great Big Sea, and you take a look at Les Cowboys Fringants, or you get the Wonderful Grand Band or La Bottine Souriante, and they share very similar instrumentation, very similar tone in their music. So that's just to name a few. Obviously, Buddy was naming the other fellers, big inspiration of ours. And so, yeah, that's where it comes from.
Wonderful. Now, I want to get to a song that you guys had as part of the Arts and Letters Awards. You recently were awarded that. It's called Sous le Toit de la Mer, and that's a song that you wrote, Axel, which ended up getting a Confederation 75 Arts and Letters Award. I believe it's in the senior category?
It was a special category for this year. It was called the Confederation 75 category, but they had a submission for all subcategories, including music, poetry, literature.
Wonderful. Now, tell me a little bit about that, and what was that like for you guys to get that honor?
Well, it was a great challenge I gave to myself to write a song theme around the Confederation, the impact of the Confederation on the Francophone communities of Newfoundland and Labrador. And so it was a bit of a challenge I gave to myself. And it worked out great. I'm really proud of the way the song came out. I'm really proud of the recognition from the Arts and Letters Awards, and really proud to have it on the album.
That's wonderful. Now, of course, this is your second studio album. Do you have a favorite song on the album, Jenna? I'm going to start with you on this one and put you on the spot here. Do you have a favorite song on the album, and what would that be and why?
I do. So Les Bancs de Terre-Neuve is definitely my favorite. So that was, and there are a couple of reasons for that. One is that I think it's a very, very beautiful translation. So that's something that Axel put together that we were hoping to put on our first album, but it didn't end up panning out. So we ended up pushing it to the second. But it was something that was definitely a challenge for you because having to rhyme with Terre-Neuve, not easy. Aren't many words that rhyme with Terre-Neuve.
About 3 words that rhymes with Terre-Neuve.
And he used all of them.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that was definitely a challenge for you. So it was really cool to see that and for me to appreciate the work that went into that. And then on the other side of it, I was super excited to have this on the first album, and I was pretty depressed when it got pushed, I won't lie.
Oh, wow.
But I wrote a 5-part choral type arrangement for it. So it was the first time when, for us working together that I really got to shine and show my talents, because that's something I really, really enjoy is arranging and working with several voices. Harmonies are really my thing. So we got to work with 2 different artists. I was Frédéric Blouin and Kristen English that worked with us on that song. And it's 5 voices total. We doubled this one over here because he has a really low voice. So it's completely stripped down. It's just voices and us stomping in my bedroom. That's it. And I'm really, really proud of how it turned out with the limited things that we put into it. So that one I'm really, really excited for people to hear.
And what about you, Axel?
I would say the Stepless Waltz, which is Jenna's original song, one of Jenna's original songs on the album. She spent was it like 6 months working on it?
Not even working on it, just 6 months trying to come up with what I was going to say with
Yeah.
this song.
Oh, geez.
But the big challenge was that it's a bilingual song, so every other line is in French or English, and she rhymes words between the two languages, and it's just so beautifully made. It's a bit of out of our comfort zone. It's not the type of music that we usually do. Unlike most of our music's been more around like history stuff. This one's a more, how do you say, emotional, I guess?
You can say it.
Yeah. So it's it was a bit out of our comfort zone, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful song that came out of this amount of work that Jenna put in.
Wonderful. Now, one of my personal favorite songs on this album was the French version of the Rattling Bog. It's L'arbre dans les feuilles. I hope I got that right.
Yeah, close enough.
So what's the pronunciation for that?
L'arbre est dans ses feuilles.
L'arbre dans ses feuilles.
That's right. Yeah.
Got it. Now, for anybody that's out there, whoever quit French in grade 9, I'm with you. Now, I actually played that, believe it or not, for Con O'Brien about a day or two ago, the day that this is going to be dropping. He was really impressed with your harmonies, too, and just like the low bass harmonies that you have in the song. But I was just blown away by how fast you guys were like singing the Rattling Bog in French, because everybody knows the Irish Descendants version of the Rattling Bog. I mean, it's a classic. But to take it on in French, what made you decide to pursue this song in particular for your record?
Well, I think the full story is L'arbre dans ses feuilles is a traditional French song that's been around since forever, as long as Rattling Bog, actually. It's got probably similar roots, but it's been around since forever. It's a traditional song. You sang it the very first time you sang in French.
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Yeah.
My very first show in French, I did sing that particular song. And so Axel put together this video a while ago of me when I was 8 years old singing that song.
What?
Versus me at nearly 22 singing the exact same song at the exact same festival, just on the bigger stage.
Wow.
Same key, same everything, just
Yeah.
a little faster.
Much faster.
With less mistakes. But yeah, even me who doesn't have, say, a background in the French language, the same as what you do, because I did learn French in school, I still do have a story with that song. I've known it forever and ever. So it was really special to get to record that and to add like a Newfie twist to it too. So it has a bit of both of us in there.
Yeah, but the Newfie twist comes from my story with the song, because I moved to Newfoundland. I didn't know Rattling Bog. I didn't know that was such a thing. I only knew L'Arbre dans ses feuilles. I grew up with it. It's a song that we learned as kids, right? So I moved to Newfoundland and come to the radio, plays Rattling Bog, the Irish Descendants version of the Rattling Bog. I was like, that's amazing. That's just the English translation of L'Arbre dans ses feuilles. That's what it was to me back then. And I was really impressed by the speed and everything. And then I eventually discovered that, no, it's just this very old tune that's been around since forever. So there come the idea of like, why not put this song in French, but use the Newfie style, the Newfie way, which is just to speed it up.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And the song has gone on a long way. I know it's an old, like, traditional Irish tune, and so popular, even the Wiggles covered it.
That's
and
right.
The Wiggles covered that in 2019, and then there's like this viral video out there of the Tree of Wisdom just like, doing this.
I know that one, yeah.
Like, if we all had the Tree of Wisdom's energy, I think we can all be more happier in the world.
Whatever he's on, I want it.
Same,
Amazing.
same. He has a lot of energy. Yeah. Now, you guys are going to be showcasing at the East Coast Music Awards in St. John's. And this is the first time the ECMAs are here in St. John's in 10 years. We're not counting 2020. It was scheduled here, but we all know what happened after that.
Yeah.
But you guys are going to be showcasing, I believe, like May 8th or 9th? May 9th. And it's your first time showcasing together as Port-Aux-Poutines. So how excited are you to be showcasing at the East Coast Music Awards? And how excited are you guys that it's here in St. John's?
I mean, it's a great opportunity for us to have been invited as an accelerator artist as well. So we're going to do the export program, the export showcase, and everything that comes with it. Very excited. It's just going to be a lot of fun. I mean, the ECMA is such a big event, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see people from all around Atlantic Canada to come here in our town to celebrate music, the East Coast music.
So who do you guys hope to meet at the East Coast Music Awards that you haven't met already?
That might be more of a question for you because you've looked at it more
All
than
right.
I have.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of delegates who are Francophones this year at the ECMA, probably around the controversies that happen and everything. Although there is one that we are really excited to meet, is one who will represent the Festival d'été de Québec, which is the largest music festival in the province of Quebec. One that we've attended back a couple of years ago.
Wow.
The main stage has over 100,000 people audience, so it's just this massive, massive festival. So we hope we can catch some people's attention and maybe get a chance at this festival eventually.
Wonderful. Now, what about artists? Do you hope to meet any like Francophone artists that you may want to like say write with, collaborate with, jam with?
I feel like everyone that's going to be here for ECMAs we have met before and played with. I mean, we're super excited to see our friends Vishten. They're from PEI. They're absolutely incredible. Their style is comparable to our own.
Yeah.
We worked with them last year in Lunenburg. They are amazing people. They're amazing artists. Their story is incredible. So I'm really just looking forward to seeing them again.
Wonderful. What about you, Axel?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, most Francophone artists invited are people that we met prior. So yeah, very excited to see Vishten again. Very excited to see who else is that Patente there as well?
I believe so.
Yeah.
That feels right. I can't remember.
Can cut it off.
No, absolutely.
I can't remember how the list goes, but yeah, there's not a whole lot of Francophone artists this year, unfortunately. Lots of them decide to not come to the ECMAs because of the different controversies that happen.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And just the amount of changes that were made at the same time. And it's been very hard to ignore that, too, with the East Coast Music Awards. And it's the 1 year that it comes back to St. John's. It's sad.
I know.
But, like, these are conversations that, I, at the same time, really need to be had because at the end of the day, we're all really fighting for the same thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to go into more of a debate here about the Francophone scene here in Newfoundland and Labrador because it is on the rise. And names like yourselves and Liz Fagan and Adrienne House and Louise Gauthier, among others, like there's some names out there that are not coming to my head right now, but like it's on the rise here. And so what do you think more can be done, not just on a provincial level, but on a maritime level that, say, Francophone music could really could use to, help it get to where it needs to be?
I mean, we do have a lot of support for Francophone artists here in Newfoundland. We've seen a desire from Music.nl to be more and more bilingual, especially since Tamara has been a part of the Music.nl team.
Well, she's amazing.
Oh, she's awesome, yeah. And now, I mean, just the funding application, the award application are now bilingually. So it's just, it's good to see that there is some recognition for Francophone artists and support for Francophone artists here in Newfoundland. We also get lots of support from different organizations around the Maritimes. I mean, we've were part of a program with Music New Brunswick for the past 8 months, who are helping us with the everything that comes with the music industry. Was called the L'Arrière-Scène Backstage, beautiful program that we're part of. So there is lots of support here and there with the music, the Francophone music scene in Atlantic Canada. So I don't think the support is an issue. It's more a recognition in the bilingual events, such as the ECMA.
Got it. So what do you hope the ECMA can do to, help make sure it grows?
And that's a question I don't know how to ask. We're still it's our first ECMA, so we're not super into what happened behind the scene, the controversies and all. We're really glad to be part of it. We hope that we can have our voice heard in the sense that the Francophone community is very alive and needs to be more represented.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And that's the main takeaway point of it, I think, yeah.
Yeah, but so let's spin this more in a more positive aspect because it's really exciting and it's the only real time in Atlantic Canada that and here in in May, during this time of the year where festival season is really just getting underway here. That we can all gather together and really, talk about the things that really matter to us. And that's a strong Newfoundland and Labrador music scene and Atlantic Canadian music scene as well. So what do you hope to take away from this conference when it comes here May 7th?
I mean, meet amazing people. It's just going to be a great chance to attend beautiful, artists on stage, on showcases stage, the award shows. It's going to be, just to meet a lot of friends who are going to come over here to St. John's to have a fun time to celebrate music.
Now, you guys are going to be doing an album release party this coming May the 3rd. I don't know the name of the actual venue it's going to be at, and you can correct me on this if I'm wrong. Santa de la Vent, that's not even right. But May 3rd is where you're going to be doing an album release party. So where is it going to be?
That will be at the Centre Scolaire et Communautaire des Grands Vents. So,
Or Big Wins.
Big Wins. Basically, what most people just refer to as the French school, like the French school over on Ridge Road. That's what it is. So that's where we're going to be. So there's a wonderful little theater in the school there, the community center, and so we're going to be hosting 2 shows there. One at, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 p.m. One at 7 p.m. And we're super excited for those shows. And so we spend a lot of time at the community center. So to be able to present something ourselves there, we're super looking forward to that.
Wonderful. Now, you recently got the albums and got one of these right over here. Once again, just to show it. I'm going to keep showing this because it's a beautiful album cover, a beautiful record too. You got to play this at Gower Street United Church with 3 choirs. So how did that feel to, have your music and then have these choirs in the background singing your tunes in French?
I mean, that was an amazing feeling, really, especially working with the kids, because there was 2 school choirs with us, and it was such an amazing feeling to have all these kids excited to sing the song that we wrote, to have songs such as Terneva and Sarah, and just have them sing along. It's amazing to see how much music can influence the next generation to pursue arts, to pursue singing, and to pursue be able to express themselves in their language.
That's absolutely amazing. And I'm glad you guys are really at the forefront of, helping grow this Francophone scene and really make it as consistent as it can be. Now we're going to get to one of those songs very shortly. I'm going to spin the wheel of Port-Aux-Poutines and see what I land on to see what I can play for for after this conversation. Now, for people who want to find out more about Port-Aux-Poutines, some tour dates, and what you guys come up next, including videos and content, where can they go when it comes to say socials and a website?
Our website is portauxpoutines.ca. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, Blue Sky. I mean, we're everywhere. It's at Port-Aux-Poutines. We keep our schedule, our tour schedule on our social media. You'll find links to streaming services on our website, to Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal, and all that stuff. You can find everything on portauxpoutines.ca.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in to do this podcast episode with me. I'm very proud of how far you've come in such a short amount of time. It's only onward and upward from here. Congratulations, félicitations, bon chance with this album, and merci beaucoup when it comes to being here with me, and thanks for doing this.
Merci.
Merci.